Okay, so welcome one and all to another empowering morning conversations with Sukhdeepak Malwai. Sir is taking rest today and he has requested to allow him to take rest for another day. And tomorrow, as you all know, we are going to celebrate 500th episode. So he'll be with us, inshallah, to celebrate the day. So I would like to welcome you all to another empowering morning conversation. And again, give few seconds a pause and send positive energy to Sukhdeepak sir so that he will get well soon as possible, and he'll be with us tomorrow. So give few moments and send positive energy to him. Okay, so let's start 499th session of Empowering Morning Conversations with Sukhdeepak Malwai and we all. It's a great milestone. And tomorrow we'll be celebrating 500th episode, 500 sessions. If I look back, definitely so many things have changed. And let's carry forward yesterday's discussion and wonderful sharing by Kuldeep Chaturvedi sir. I believe he has not joined yet. And picking up the points what he had mentioned yesterday about importance of attitude, I would like to share some of my thoughts so that we ponder more on the subject and we create some positive difference. So let me share my screen because that is always helpful and to take this conversation forward. As you can see on the screen, I'm reminding myself and to all why we are here and why do we come to Empowering Morning Conversation every day and what's happening in our life. And if you are watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe because if you do that, you will keep on getting the new videos from Sukhdeepak Malwai, who has experience of 35 plus years of transforming human lives in many countries. So you'll keep on getting the fresh videos. He keeps on sharing his golden nuggets of wisdom. But in case you want to join Empowering Morning Conversation every morning, which is free of cost, 7 a.m. Indian time, you can contact and then you can be part of these conversations. Now, what I was talking, why do we come here every morning and why do we have the conversations basically on these 6 bullet points, what you see on the screen. We all live, most of the people, majority, in the survival mode. And when we say survival mode, means we are just dealing the day-to-day activities and just managing the situations and also be always in the complaining mode, finding the excuses, finding reasons why it is not happening, always blaming, resisting something like that. Majority of us. But here with this empowering morning conversations with Sukhdeepak Malwai, we learn tools, techniques, and shift from survival to create mode, where we are completely aware of ourselves, situations, others as energy being, and then we create something new. And also, since we live in an environment where negativity is always there in the people, situation, wherever you go, most of us are disturbed. Most of us are fighting for survival, and most of us are in mindset which is not very happy, not very congruent. So we dissipate negativity or such negativities by using some very powerful tools, which Sukhdeepak sir time to time keeps on sharing with us. And also we make it sure that we become the possibility seekers, because each and every moment life provides an opportunity to become a better version for ourselves and also to contribute something to the humanity. So we train ourselves to keep on looking for what else is possible so that I can do something better. And we do with this complete focus and energy, because wherever we live, there is a high potential and the chances that we lose our focus, we lose our energy, we lose our potential, and then we get distracted. But we learn here the tools, how to remain focused, how to increase or enhance our ability to be focused on a certain task, and how can we utilize our energy in a fashion so that we get the best result. So there are certain tools. If you join us, and you will get the uh, awareness of all the techniques, all the tools, what Sukhdeepak Malwai is teaching us. And also we make choices. There's a difference between choices and decisions, which you can learn. And also we try to be non-judgmental, because when we start judging, we go into the survival and default mode. We can't be in the create mode. So these are the 6 important aspects of empowering morning conversations, which we practice every day so that we become a better version of ourselves. And Betty's connection seems to be weaker, so no problem, sir. Be there, and let's keep on moving forward for today's conversation. Now, what I wanted to share today is something which yesterday Kuldeep sir has taken us through. And if you can see the screen, this is what Sukhdeepak sir has given a formula to us. Capital P equal to a small p minus I. Anyone would like to share what exactly this means so that we have more discussion on this and we can take forward today's empowering morning conversation 499. I can see Kasha Sai is raised hand. Yes, sir, please do share.
Performance is equal to potential minus interference.
That's perfect. You got 10 points. Congratulations. So we
Thank
all
you.
know this. We all know this. We do have the performance. We need to perform. We do have various desires, various aspects of our life purpose. So we want to perform, and we get the performance as per our expectation, whatsoever criteria we do have in terms of evaluating whether I'm performing in the best manner or not. We do have potential, but we do have the distractions. We do have certain things which stops us. Now, taking this conversation forward, I wanted to share something. So this is what we all want to perform something. We all want to get something. We do have the potential, but we do have certain obstacles, some interference. Now, this is the formula I wanted to share with you all. A potential equal to A multiplied by combination of IS plus AS. Well, sometimes I talk about formula, but sometimes it is important to know, just to remember certain things. So it helps when we take certain action. So any idea what is A here and what is IS here and what is AS here? Anyone?
It's just a guess. A may be attitude.
Yes, you are right. A is the attitude. Yesterday we had a great discussion, and Kuldeep Chaturvedi sir has informed us with various insightful sharings that how the attitude matters a lot. What is the value of attitude? What is the importance of attitude? And how the right attitude or the attitude itself, in our perspective, in our way, can impact our performance in general, the whatsoever you want to do. So whatsoever potential we do have, it depends on our attitude. And attitude is nothing but the habits of thoughts, the way we think, and various examples he had given. Now, whatsoever attitude we do have, in that attitude, if you multiply, IS stands for inborn skills. We all have certain inborn skills. This our creator has given, because we all are unique in certain ways. So we have some inborn skills. Now, on top of that, if we acquire some skills, that's what we do here every morning in Empowering Morning Conversations. Also in your life, your whatsoever activities you are doing, wherever you are working, and whatsoever other skills you have acquired, the combination of that, the skills set, or whatsoever you can call, multiplied with the attitude, creates a real potential, and then it gets transferred as a performance. Of course, the interference will be there, but I wanted to share with you that what exactly the real potential is and how it is related to the attitude. So though we have the attitude, the thought process, we have the inborn skills, we have the acquired skills, and then we can perform by using the potential in the smarter way. Any thought on this? Let me stop sharing for a couple of moments, then we'll talk. I see most of us are behind camera, but I can see Niti ma'am is there. Any thought, Niti ji, on this formula?
So just give me a few minutes to get back to you. Just
Right.
give me a few minutes.
Fine. So
It's a great formula. And the thing is, many don't acknowledge their inborn skills at all. And most of the times, their own self-doubt is a killer.
true. Yeah, you're right. Most of the time, we are not aware who exactly we are. And as you rightly mentioned, we don't know what are our real skills. And that's what we have to know, we have to understand, and we have to ensure that we know who exactly we are, what are our skills, inborn skills, which our creator has given to us.
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you.
So I can see Kuldeep sir also. Kuldeep sir, welcome, sir.
Thank you, Konali.
I was just taking forward yesterday's conversation, what you had taught us about the attitude, that how this attitude is related to the potential, what do we have, and what are the inborn skills and acquired skills. So if by clubbing the skills, by multiplying with the attitude, which is basically all about the action, we know what exactly potential we do have. So let me take you back to the slides. So this is what I was talking. Now, something interesting, which Sukhdeepak sir has always taught us, that whatsoever you want to do, whatsoever you want to achieve, whatsoever desires you have to be very specific. With the right intention, you have to declare what exactly you are looking for. And then you have to take action. I'm just putting the word traction here. If you see on the screen, it's moving. So traction is an action which takes us forward towards our goal, towards our desires, towards our whatsoever destination we want to reach or achieve. So whatsoever potential we do have, whatsoever attitude we have developed, and if we have identified our inborn skills, and if we have acquired the extra skills, which will create the positive results, but we have to be very specific what exactly the results, what exactly the outcomes, what exactly the goals we want to achieve, and then we have to take right action, which is nothing but traction to get the goals. Because if we are not specific what exactly I am looking for, and if we are not taking action, we will not get the results. That's what Sukhdeepak sir always say, that be very specific. And also to add into this, there is a acronym used as a SMART, S-M-A-R-T, a specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. So if we clarify those elements and take action, which is the traction to move forward, we get the goals. Now, most of us, we know this. We all know this, that yes, it is the way, but we somehow get lost somewhere. So just to understand why we could not do certain things, we need to do some self-audit. And I wanted to share this screen, which normally I practice, to do some self-audit of whatsoever goals or desires I have to achieve. I need to know whether, if you see on the screen, these 10 traction or the action points which are required. The very first thing is that I write whatsoever goal, whatsoever outcome, whatsoever action plan, whatsoever the tasks for the day or the week or the month, whatsoever. Right, because experts say that when you think something and when you ink that thing, the mind and hand interaction and synergy creates something which keeps you reminding that you have to take some action because you have written this. So whether I write or not, I need to do the audit. Do I write always, or do I write sometimes or rarely? In my case, once upon a time, it was never, just in the mind, and then it gets lost. And then second element is that I describe it specifically. What exactly is this outcome I am looking for? What exactly I want to get it or achieve it, or ultimately my desires. And then third is visualize. Visualize that you have achieved that goal. Visualize that you have reached to that destination and you feel something like that. That visualization is very important, because when you, as an energy being, put yourself in the future self and then you get connected, and that helps to take some action energetically. And the fourth is whether it is achievable or not. If it is achievable, sometimes we desire something, we don't have the resources available, which might not be achievable, then we can't get it. Again, it's very subjective. What do we consider whether it is achievable or not? And then I set realistic deadlines. There are certain tasks which require a specific timeline or the time period or the duration. So we have to be realistic in terms of deadlines. Like if I have to lose my weight, it can't happen within a week. It might take a couple of weeks, maybe 10 weeks or 20 weeks or whatsoever. So we have to be very realistic in terms of the timeline of the deadlines. And then also, if we have to achieve bigger goals, which is larger goals or something which needs to be broken into smaller goals. Now, for example, when I was writing a book, then writing a book is a bigger goal. So to complete the book writing, I need to write small chapters. And then within the chapter, there are certain pages. So every day or every week, I ensure that I write something. So if you have the bigger goal, break into smaller goals. As Sir said, that take action, the first action. So when you take first action, then you'll take second action, third action. And the first action will be taken only when we break into the smaller goals. And then seventh is, I know the potential problems. Interference would be there. Obstacles would be there. It's always there. And it is designed by the creator in such a way that we face the potential problems, obstacles, so that we improve ourselves. So it will be there. Life is not easy. We have to consider this, but we have to know what could be the potential problems, what could be the roadblockers, what could be the interference, whether I know or not. If I know, I can manage it in a certain way. Then the eighth is, I remove the problems. If there are problems, if there are interference, if there are obstacles, then I remove the problems either by self. If not, I take help of someone. If not, I acquire some knowledge or something to be done to remove the problems or interference. And then I review progress regularly. So if you have a goal to achieve, destination to travel, where exactly I have reached, I need to review whether I am moving in the right direction or not, or whether I am stuck somewhere or not moving at all. And also the last, which is the most important, is that I know the rewards. Like if I achieve this goal, what will be the rewards in terms of my feelings? How will I feel? And that awareness of rewards will keep us moving forward. So these are the 10 points which we need to do self-audit. And if you are doing all these always, very good. If you're doing some always, some sometimes, some rarely, then there is a combination of this, that how many you do always, how many you do sometimes, how many do rarely. And then there is a total score of this self-audit. I believe some of you, if you are in the industry where the audits are done, there are certain metrics defined. And based on the matrix, there's a score given that, okay, this is what it is, the score, and this is what exactly or where exactly you stand. And then accordingly, the corrective action plan or the preventive action plan or whatsoever it is done. So if you want to do quickly, Venkateshji, would you like to do audit by giving some points to this so that we can discuss the total points or scores? Or would you like to share something?
Actually, about this, I was doing audit about making certain points about all the pluses and minuses and scores, and finally arriving at a figure. Yes, it's good that we evaluate ourselves with certain scales, which is actually proved, actually given by a Malloy sir. So, about you want me to analyze mine?
If you have done it, or if anyone else would like to share, because what I have learned, that it's good to attend the sessions with Sukhdeepak Malviya sir, keep on learning new tools, keep on learning the techniques, but ultimately we are the self-judge, we are the self-evaluator, and we have to take on action to move forward. So we need to understand what exactly I am doing, whether I am progressing or not. If not, what's exactly stopping me? Because sir has given a wonderful formula, as Kasha Sai explained in the first slide, that performance equal to potential minus interference. So we all have the potentials. And yesterday, Kuldeep sir explained very beautifully the attitude, the importance of attitude, which has direct relationship in terms of the potential. Where do we have? Now, we need to understand where exactly we are. We do have the potential. We have the knowledge. We have acquired various tools and techniques. Then why we are not achieving the goals? So this, the self-audit, what I have designed is just to evaluate myself, that what exactly I am doing. And if not, how can I improve myself? So that's the purpose of sharing this. I have a couple of more slides, then I will share, and then we can have more discussion on this. So if anyone would like to share some of your thoughts, that would be great to carry forward these conversations.
Hello.
Yes, Venkatesh ji, then I will come back to Shakti ji and Niti ma'am, then Kasha ji.
The
Venkatesh sir,
formula, actually the formula is actually it is not static, like it is not, means it depends on the frame. The frame is your age and your this thing, like the potential diminishes over time and the interference grow, means they are inverse. Means it, as the potential decreases, the eye of the thing will go more. So whether you have to do, means you have to increase your potentials and reduce the eye in that one over the time life. Means what it affects to one Kunain is not the same as what it affects to one Kamath, Venkatesh. So actually over the time we are running, so we have to catch it and we have to revive. And the meeting with the EMC is one thing that you will revitalize yourself, because you find people above your age and younger than you doing these things and sharing their experiences. That's what I feel about the formula.
yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Well, if you ask Sukhdeepak Malviya sir, he will say that age is just a label which we give to ourselves. But yes, it's very subjective, and you have the point, sir. Thank you so much. Let's listen from Shakti ji. Yes, ma'am. Over to you.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Kunan, sir. Actually, for me, the self-audit list for this, the first time I'm seeing it. For me, some of the things are always, some of the things, sometimes, few things, rarely it's there. I regularly follow this list one, sir. Thank you so much for sharing this one.
Thank you, Shakti ji, for sharing. And let's listen from Niti ma'am.
Yes, sir. Thank you for sharing this list, because this is something I usually do on my own, but never in this organized manner. But these are the steps I undertake. I have a question here. This is when we are planning and when we are proceeding as per this. From your personal experience, if you could share when we are, if you have had a situation where you've still been stuck and you've not been able to achieve the ultimate goal, then how does one work around? You still come back and review on these points, or you look at some other points when after doing all of this also there are situations when the goal is not achieved or goal is not satisfactorily achieved, that you can put it aside and move ahead. Then how do we address it?
Yeah, that goes into the interference group. And one of the
Okay.
point is the whether I know the potential problems, if I know whether I remove the problems or not. So most of us, yes, with my personal experience, I get stuck sometime in the problem areas where I am unable to remove. So it's very important to be aware that, yes, these are the problems. So identification of the problems or the obstacles or the interference is important. And then tools to remove those interference or the problems or obstacles. If I can't do it personally, I will ask help for someone. If no one is available, if possible for me to acquire the new skills, I will acquire the skills. But the focus is to remove the problems or the obstacles from my way. Then only we can progress. So if
In your experience, have you come across a situation where you have had to actually scale down your goal or alter your goal because of situations beyond control, or because of situations beyond achievable control?
in my experience, I always found what else is possible. And when I start looking for the solution of the problem, what I'm facing, I got the solutions. So
Okay.
here also with Sukhdeepak Malvai, various other tools what he has given from the access consciousness is the being the possibility
Become
seeker.
handy. Mhm.
What else is possible, and the four questions what the other day Shakti ma'am had explained. So with those tools, we can find the solutions of the problems. But normally it happens with most of us, we get stuck somewhere and we don't know what exactly is that. And even though if we know this is the interference, we don't know how to remove that. But luckily we are getting all the tools here with Sukhdeepak Malvai. So we
So
know
it
how
helps you
to,
bridge it.
yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing. Let's listen from Kuldeep, sir.
I just want to share my experience about what Niti has said, but she has gone now. My experience is that at that situation, when we are not able to solve the problem, there are two situations, two conditions. One is, have we used our full potential? Means, did we do our best? The second is, we have not done our best, something else to be done. If we are in first condition, then leave as it is. Then it is not my will, it is his will that will prevail. But 99% of the time, my experience is that if I have used my full potential, things get solved. And 1% it is his will, that's all. No regrets, no problem. That is why I used to practice. This is just a sharing. Our what I say, our mandate is not to solve every problem of the life, but to deal with every problem of life with our full potential. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And that's what in the initial sharing the screen, the formula, what I have created is that potential equal to your attitude multiplied by skill set. So if we have utilized our full potential and still we feel that it is not enough, then we need to acquire new skills. And if we can't acquire the new skills, we can add on the expertise of someone else. That's what time to time, I believe that some of you must be interacting one-to-one to Sukhdeepak Malwai. So we need the experts like Sukhdeepak Malwai to help us to get unstuck. If we are stuck somewhere, we are not finding any solutions, we don't know what to do, even we can't identify the problems, then we approach the people like Sukhdeepak Malwai, having the experience of 35 plus years of understanding the human problems, issues, and providing the solutions. So that's another way to get rid of something which is stopping us, some interference in our life whatsoever we want to achieve, but we don't know how to achieve it. So thank you, sir, for sharing. Let's listen from Abu Bakr Siddiqui sahab. Very good morning. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Good morning to all. Sorry, I just joined late, so that missed the major part. But still, I am listening and trying to recollect.
Okay, good. Thank you, Abu Bakr. What we are discussing today is about certain problems or potential issues which might block us to achieve our goals. And yesterday discussion we had about attitude. So what is the importance of attitude? What are our potentials, and whatsoever we want to perform and achieve, how can we get it? So that's what the discussion point for today's Empowering Morning Conversations with Sukhdeepak Malwai. And if you join late, no issue, you can watch the video recording later on. But I have a couple of more slides to share, and then we will conclude the session. But I see Shanti ma'am, she wants to share something. Yes, Shanti ma'am, over to you.
Yes, good morning all. My view is like potential is equivalent to creative mode, and interference is equivalent to survival mode. Like when we see the potential, we want to be more creative. When we fall back to the interferences, then we get into survival mode.
Yeah, you have the point. Thank you very much for sharing. And let me go back to my slide. And this is what I had created 10 points to do the self-audit. So if we are into not create mode, if we are into the survival mode or the default mode, and if we are not moving forward, though we want to move forward, we want to achieve goals, we want to accomplish many things, we have the potential, we want to perform to the best of our ability, but there are certain interferences. So this self-audit of these points will help us to understand where exactly I stand and what action I am supposed to take. So if I can share this slide in the chat box, so you can do your self-audit. No need to share, but you can do your self-audit to understand yourself that if I have to achieve certain tasks for the today or for a week or month or whatsoever, it is very important to write it. And sir has always said that be specific and all such things. So if you do certain things always, all these 10 points, it will give better result. If you don't do something, which you can do, we can grab the pen and paper and write it. It's not a big deal. Or certain tasks, we can do it. But if we don't take action, how will we get the result? So we have to do the audit that what exactly I am not doing. And if I'm not doing, whether shall I do it or not, we have to do, otherwise we can't move forward. So if you do this exercise and self audit, you will get some scores. Like, let me share my next slide, which will give some idea. So check how many are always out of 10, how many you are doing always, how many you do sometimes and you don't do always, and how many you do rarely. So just check. Maybe some of them you must be doing always. I think it's a bit challenging, but whatsoever numbers are there, and then see the number of always and multiply by 3, and see the numbers of sometime multiplied by 2, and number of rarely multiplied by 1, and then total it. Like suppose if you are doing 3 tasks or 3 elements or 3 things always, then give 3 into 3 by 9. That way you do a sum, and you will get ultimately a score. And if you are getting the score somewhere 24, 30, it is an excellent job of setting effective goals so that you know what exactly my goals are and I can achieve. But if you're getting the score less than 24 or between the range of 18 and 23, then you have to take some action. You have to give more attention in certain areas, which you will have to do your self audit by understanding self, what I'm not doing. And if your score is less than 18, then you need more focus. You need various areas to improve and take action. So this is just for the self-evaluation, by understanding where exactly I stand and what is my attitude towards my life. It's good to know what are the importance of attitude, but what is my attitude? What is my thought process? What exactly I do if you have to get certain things accomplished, if I have to get certain things done, if I have to achieve certain things, whether I am taking the right action to move forward or not. So unless if we don't reflect on our attitude, thought process, on our habits or the behavior or the activities whatsoever we do, we will not know where exactly we stand. We will not take action. So now the guidelines for this is whatsoever you want to achieve, the goals, the desires must be written. That's what the experts say, that if it is written, there's a possibility that we will achieve it more. And if it is written and kept in front of you, which you see every day, that is the reminder, everyday reminder that this is what your goals, this is what you want to achieve. So that helps a lot. It has to be very specific. And you know the meaning of a specific. And if you can visualize of achieving those goals and getting the feeling of being there in the future with that achievement, that's another powerful tool. And it should be achievable, not something which is not practical or something which you can visualize. It should be realistic. The timeline should be realistic. It should be manageable within your potential, within your skills, or whatsoever you think will be managed. And also very important to analyze the potential problems, that if I have to achieve these goals, these will be the interference, and have the required action to be taken to eliminate or minimize those problems. Otherwise, the blockers will be always there. We can't move forward. If we can't do it by self, we take the help of others. Experts like Suldipak Malwai is always there to help us to remove the obstacles. And also we should review regularly whether I am moving forward in the right direction or not. And the ultimate rewards of achieving whatsoever you want to achieve. So please do remember, great performance, achievement, accomplishment is not just luck. It's never luck. It takes a lot of are attention, discipline, and commitment. You know, the attention is where your tasks are there. You have to be complete, focus with a full energy. Attention exercises also sir has given to practice. So be attentive all the time. And discipline, we all know, discipline is nothing but taking the action whatsoever we have committed consistently. And commitment is something which, if we have the attitude, then we remove all the road blockers. We make it sure that nothing stops us. That's a commitment. Because that's the difference between just being interested and committed. If we are interested, we do the things as per our convenience. But when we are committed, we remove everything, whatsoever coming in between. We find the ways, we seek for the possibilities, and we get the things done. And last but not the least, most of the tasks, whatsoever we do, we think, oh, it is hard. Yes, it is hard. But if it is done, it's easy. So everything is hard before they're easy. So nothing is impossible. Even impossible is I am possible. And yes, as Venkatesh mentioned, that with the age elements whatsoever it is, that is very natural and realistic. But most of the things which we think is hard, basically it's hard, but when it is done, it is easy. So all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. And that's what is the mantra of Access Consciousness. With all the tools, with the complete awareness, we are in this mindset of all of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory, with the complete awareness. So thank you very much for your attention. Thank you so much for your sharing. I just stop my presentation and let's have quick discussion. Your questions, your thoughts. So open for any thoughts on this. Anyone would like to share? Shri Prasad Garu, you can see your hand, sir. Please go ahead.
Sir, it is an excellent presentation. I have to compliment you for doing this today because I also realize myself that where I am lagging, I know that pretty well, but I have not put into writing elaborately like this. I think I'll start doing that. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for compliments. Yes, Niti ji. Niti ma'am, please.
Ji sir, so you use the acronym SMART. Can you just elaborate on it once more?
Yep. SMART, I request Abu Bakr to elaborate on this. He's smarter. Abu Bakr, you know the SMART goals? You remember? You can unmute.
Yeah. So goal setting in a smart way.
What is, yeah.
Yeah, what is that smart? We can elaborate each letter. Smart. Yes, specific, measurable, M. Achievable, smart A. And realistic, and T will come time bounded. So this is the way we have to try to achieve our goals so that we can achieve.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is basically Niti ma'am, why I asked Abu Bakr. I had one conversation with him, another session. So we have to be very specific what exactly we are looking for. That's what Sukhdeepak sir was talking other day. Be specific, show, declare your intention. This is what I want. And measurable. Measurable means something I can measure every day, whether I am moving forward, whether I am getting it or not. So I should have some tools to measure my progress. So it should be measurable. And then achievable, should be realistic, something which somebody has already done before. Somebody has already achieved this. So if someone else can do, I can also do, which is achievable or whatsoever the thoughts. And then it should be realistic and time bound. Also, the expert has recently made it smarter. smart, and then added ER. So E stands for evaluation. So keep on evaluating. And then R is something which is reviewed. So it's just an acronym, but in essence, the idea is something which I know, or we know that this is what it is I'm supposed to do with complete clarity by taking action a step by step each day. So that's the meaning, man.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's listen from Shakti ji.
Thank you so much, Puneet sir. It's an amazing session, A lot of takeaways. If possible, can you please share the slide with us?
Yeah, definitely. I will share.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Very good. So let's listen from Kasha ji. Please go ahead, sir.
So it was a fantastic session today, and the tools are very, very productive, and and with it has from start to end complete package by itself, sir. Thank you so much. From analyzing and in monitoring and in reviewing, in scores, in it is a complete, a wholesome package, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Let's listen from Shanti ji.
Yes, this is an amazing session. Time just flies. I don't know how this 40 minutes has gone. Really amazing, and we should be very grateful for your presentation. And I want to share one thing. When I have some problems, writing is an excellent tool to give your mind a clarity. Once I started writing my problems and the actions what I need to take, I get an excellent clarity. So writing is very, very important. Don't just think, ink it. That is a very good tool, and I have benefited a lot by that tool. I want to share it with others.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Also, some of the experts, they recommend journaling. So whenever we have to achieve certain goals, we have to write, okay, these are my goals, and this is the plan, and today is this action plan to achieve that goal. Also, experts say that do journaling, like every day, at the end of the day, spend 10, 15, 20 minutes and just write how exactly your day went, what are the emotions you had, certain highlights of the day. So which helps to just get rid of something there in the mind on the paper. And as Shanti ma'am explained, whatsoever is the head, if you put it down on the paper, you feel relaxed. You feel that, yeah, it's okay, fine. And during the process, we reflect what exactly is going on with me. And then you feel at ease. And next day is ready to take the new day with the new possibilities, new potential, new challenges. So it helps a lot. Thank you, ma'am. Let's listen from Kuldeep, sir, his expertise on this. Yes, sir. Over to you.
Punanji, it is an excellent presentation. You really presented in a smart way, means a specific way and a realistic way. And I also feel that self-audit is a concept which is least discussed and most effective in day-to-day life. I have experienced it, and we in armed forces sometimes do it mandatorily when our task is to be achieved, because every day progress is to be evaluated. So, and second, I want to put it that the neuro-linguistic programming has proved it, that more senses we use, more deeper impression in mind will be. That means if you are writing, means your kinesthesia is being used. When you are speaking, your audio is being used. When you are seeing, visualizing it, then your visual senses are used. Motor senses we can use more deeper it will be in our mind. In fact, it is suggested to the patients of Alzheimer's that when you forget things, that when you keep a key somewhere, you visualize it where you kept. You say in your mind, I have kept the key here, and you touch it. Even if you spend 30 seconds on this, you will not forget where you kept the key. So it is a proven science that the things which has been said that you write and you visualize, they will work, they have to work. Thank you very much. One more thing I just want to request to Shadi. Can you send me the link where I can see the previous videos which I have missed sometime? The link.
You're talking about the previous videos of Empowering Morning Conversation, sir?
Yes.
Yeah,
Kindly send.
is there on
Send
the
me link.
YouTube?
You send me the link on WhatsApp.
Okay, I think Niti ma'am has very beautifully compiled also. So,
Acha. Nidhi ji, then I request her to send
Ji,
me.
sir, I'll share it with you.
Thank you, sir.
thank you, sir. But before you leave, sir, please do share your some wonderful couplets, your shairi, sir.
What I remember is कि मंजिलें भले ही छोटी हों, मंजिलें भले ही छोटी हों, लेकिन उन्हें पाने के लिए दिल जिद्दी सा हो चाहिए. Means your perseverance is required to achieve a goal, even if it is very small.
Yeah,
Thank you.
beautiful. Manzile chahe jaisi bhi ho, zid, junoon chahiye. So when we have the complete attention, we have the discipline, we have the commitment, then we can achieve everything. Then all of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. So Manzilo say, anyone else would like to share anything? So this platform is open. You can unmute yourself, come on camera and share your thoughts. You can have the conversations. I saw most of us behind the camera, but I believe all are listening. So if you want to share something, if you want to contribute something to this conversation, you are most welcome. Unmute, come on camera and do share. If not, I will share my shairi and then we'll close the session. I see Shanti ma'am coming on camera. Thank you, ma'am. Anyone else? Rama sir, Sanjay ji, Ashok ji, Vilas ji, Gautam ji, batteries network is some issue. Arvind sir, Lina ma'am. I can see Samina ma'am also, and Nina Makkarji. Prem sir, Abhinav ji, Hasina ma'am. Yes, Arvind sir, I can see you on camera. Want to share something, sir?
Yeah, very nicely elaborated, Puranji. The lot of techniques and the practical aspects you have shared. In organization, we have been using like this smart in many ways. So I was doing these techniques for official purpose, but never for personal use. And today's discussion takes me on that journey. So thanks for that.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Fine. You want to share something, Kuldeep, sir?
No, thank you. By chance, I did not know that.
Right, sir. No problem. So let me share my shairi. अर्ज किया है कि जिनके होठों पे हंसी, you have to keep on smiling, have to have that attitude. जिनके होठों पे हंसी पाँव में छाले होंगे, जिनके होठों में हंसी पाँव में छाले होंगे, वही लोग अपनी मंजिल को पाने वाले होंगे. वही लोग अपनी मंजिल को पाने वाले होंगे. So we have to have the right attitude, as Kuldeep sir has mentioned yesterday. We have to have the understanding of our potential by acquiring the required knowledge, skills, whatsoever it is. And then we have to have the commitment. We have to have the discipline. Sometimes we have to sacrifice. So, jinke honton pe hansi, every time we have to, as Sukhdeepak sir say that, every experience provides an opportunity to become a better version of ourselves. And that experience might be good, might be bad, might be ugly, whatsoever it is. So we have to accept with the complete allowance that this moment is giving me an opportunity. What else is possible? So we complete a smile. So jinke honton pe hansi, paon mein chhale honge, you have to do some efforts. वही लोग अपनी मंजिल को पाने वाले होंगे. तो हंसी भी चाहिए, एफर्ट्स चाहिए, जद्दोजहद चाहिए, and then all of life comes to us with ease, joy and glory. So with this, I would like to sign it off and stay safe, stay blessed. And tomorrow, please join. Tomorrow is the 500th session of Empowering Morning Conversation with Sukhdeepak Malvai, so that we'll be celebrating another powerful session with Sukhdeepak Malvai tomorrow, and keep on praying for him so that he gets well soon and he'll be with us tomorrow morning. So
Thank
stay safe, stay blessed, and take
Thank
care. God bless you.
Thank
Thank you very much.
Thank you.